So Celestine, can you finish explaining what's going on right now on the planet on a celestial level?
Yeah, there's a lot going on celestially. And a lot of people are not aware of the solar energies and the galactic energies. So in the galactic energies, the frequencies are extensive. We're getting more gamma rays because the Earth, which does an ecliptic, if this is the Milky Way, the Earth does an ecliptic. And in 298,000 years, we come back up to the center. So 1212, it was December the 21st, 2012, we'd come up from the bottom of the Milky Way system, and we were right dead in the center. And it was really beautiful, but they didn't know if it was going to pulse because you start getting photonic energy coming from the center of the galaxy. But we made it through, and we're now at the top. So it's different when you're at the bottom than at the top. We're exposed to the whole of creation. And so we're getting more frequencies. And so the solar winds, which comes off the sun, that normally sends winds and it surrounds our geomagnetic field, giving us protection from the gamma, is now less.
Okay.
We just had a solar flare, and this is very rare now because the sunspots and everything that's going on with the sun is now in a weakened position, and that's why we're receiving more gamma. That's why we're receiving more photonic energy. The plasma streams are flowing through, and we're not as protected. Even our magnetic sphere has different holes in it. So we as humans are mutating. We are literally mutating in our brains. It's modulating. But this flare came off just the last couple of days, and you could see it in the Arctic, and it was like a light blue. It's a beautiful, like a surreal blue. And inside this solar flare is a frequency of delta. It's a delta frequency. And if you're working with meditation, you understand that delta means putting somebody in a deep trance, they're like cathartic almost,
That's how I have felt.
And so when you said that, I said, oh, don't worry. I had that too, where you feel like you can't hardly walk. It's your brain is not functioning because it's literally the frequency is going, okay, it's time for a nap, so don't feel bad.
That's exactly what I did. I sat by the fire today and I just, felt very meditative.
And isn't that interesting that nature carries that frequency? I thought that was really, you could go to spaceweather.com and they'll tell you if you're really interested in keeping up with it.
Yeah, that's really important for people to know, that sometimes the way that you're feeling is because there's, things going on astrological level.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for explaining that.
We're a whole new, you can follow the Schumann resonance. The Schumann resonance. Because that gives you the frequency. It's beautiful. They lay it out in a beautiful graph, and you see this 7.83, but then all of a sudden it spikes, and it'll go, and you'll see it go down. And so the frequency is actually modulating at 300. And can you imagine being, if you had electrical energy that's at 7.83, and all of a sudden it's 300, your body is vibrating, and people get headaches, it shuts down computers, it's, so we need to, just, if you're interested, pay attention to that because it's happening.
Yeah, definitely.
We're a whole different race. Yeah, we're told that we no longer have the third dimension is dissolved. It's just not holding at 7.83 anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. When I say that, when the gamma rays hit the Earth and the solar rays hit the Earth rings like a bell. And it rings like a bell, and they can record and hear the frequency in hertz. Schumann was a scientist who formulated this resonant field. He formulated the numbers. So that's why you hear about the 528 hertz of love and all this other stuff.
So fascinating. So interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I have a question for you, actually. We have some lovely backstage conversation here. I had a premonition dream when I was, I think, around 12. I had a dream that it was the kind of the end of the world as we knew it, and that everything was peaceful. And I looked up in the sky and it was snowing. And it was so beautiful. And I've come, to Sweden, and I've been living here for a year now. And I had this moment. The family was away and I was by myself, and I looked up and the snow was coming down, and I realized that I was in the moment in which I had this dream from when I was, I must have been about 12. And I've had other interesting things happen that have, shown me that I'm exactly where I'm meant to be in this moment. So then it's really got me thinking about like life and everything. And I know everything's meant to be, but do you have any explanation on the fact that I had a dream when I was 12, that I'm here now? Like, is fate and free will intersected somehow? Like what is your perception on that?
Well, thank you for asking me that question. It's very interesting because I'm very prolific. And when I have a prolific dream, that you're actually not dreaming, you're actually taken out of your dimensional field into those experiences. That's why they're so tactile and they're so real, because there's a part of your consciousness that is in that dimension completely. And I've been having premonitions, they might call it, prophetic dreams, since I can remember. And I've had all of them basically come true.
Yeah.
Now, what's interesting about what you're saying is the snow falling, and then having that snowfall here where you are. That's a long time to have a premonition to come true.
Yeah, I know,
That's
but it was crystal clear. Do you know what I mean? It was one of those moments where it was crystal clear that I was exactly in that moment in which that I had the dream.
So it feels like there's more to come. It was seeded. It feels like you were seeded with an understanding of something, and the purity and the beauty has walked with you for your whole life. And then you recognize
it's connected to you. It's connected to you, and it's connected to the galactics. I've got chills.
You have that feeling? I see. Yeah. Also, we were talking about the gamma fields and this. I had the experience as a child of 7 where they launched, our government launched more than one atomic bomb at once, and they ripped the sky in half. I mean, it was black and then it was sky. And what I saw was that it snowed, trying to heal what was going on. There was snow connected to the electromagnetic field, and I've heard that before, that when there's a healing going on, the snow, the sky, the temperature becomes colder. And I know that the effects of the gamma rays is to make the atmosphere of Earth colder. So there's a connection with what you're saying in snow that I'm getting, and the healing that takes place, because snow is very purifying. It's like frozen fire. If you ever hold it in your hand, it will burn you because it's so cold. It'll start like a fire in your hand, you know, so it's like a frozen fire that can get in there and it just burns, you know, just like it purifies. So there's a purification. So when you're speaking to me and connecting to the galactics, you're waking yourself up.
Yeah. Wow.
For you to awaken to your grouping, because everyone who's working and has experience, usually your grouping, you say, okay, I'm going to be human. And at this time, I want you to do this so that I can remember and awake. You know, usually it's premeditated for you to come in and awaken at a certain time, and there would be something that would wake you up to your galacticness, to your cosmic intelligence. So that's, you know, there's something there for you.
Oh my God. This is amazing.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my goddess.
Oh my goddess.
Oh my
Yeah.
goddess. That's exactly how I've been feeling. I've been connecting with the snow, and it feels so purifying and so radiant. It's like crystals, and it's glistening and it's shining. And I've fallen in love with the snow. And I'm not usually, you know, I'm not usually like that. I'm not really into cold. I'm not into snow, but it feels so healing.
Yeah. So if it came to you, so think about nature forces. And, you know, when I was learning the different forces of nature, and the thunder became my highest connection. So for you, snow chose you. You know, there's a, you know, they chose, so they work with you intelligently because of the beauty and the grace. I mean, obviously, it's just, but they have an impact that is long lasting. Yeah. My experience was in Alaska before we went to England, and I was really small. I must have been like 3 or 4. I thought the world had ended because the snow came down and covered everything. Yeah. I said the world ended, you know, the power of snow to cover everything in this beauty and grace, you know. So yeah, what a beautiful nature. So I would suggest you, I would offer that to you, to go out in the snow and speak to it. There's a connection. You know, you have the crown of the snow queen on, you know, and just recognize that's one of your, you know, familiars, that snow is with you, and just feeling the pureness of what you're speaking into. You know, you can call upon the snow energies, and I'm sure they will come to you.
My best friend made me an ice queen crown right before I left New Zealand, and they did a goddess ceremony and had me wearing this huge ice queen crown. So
I say, here we go. Nothing else to say. Yeah, put that crown out. And
and I do feel like with the coronavirus, because of the virus, there has been this healing that is happening on the planet, and that the snow has returned, because last year we hardly had any snow in Sweden at all. And the Swedes were really worried. And this year, you know, it's just falling down. And I can feel this energy of the earth purifying itself and healing itself. So, and it has been, yeah.
Yeah, and it takes, in the dead of the winter, the fire of the snow, the cold fire, sparks the divine plant. So the seeds burst open in the spring.
Wow.
It's the sacred firing of the greening of life. And it's almost like the moment of conception for Earth, to have that snow penetrate, the fire penetrate the seed. It's almost like this, you know, seed, and then the birthing comes, and it's stimulating the growth of the plant kingdom. Beautiful. Yeah, babies are born in the spring.
Oh, I love this conversation. So That was good. I want to get back to the volcano though. So we're coming out of that fire
yes.
of winter to the fire of the volcano. So you really, you really tapped into some energy that was, within me. A few years ago, I had a premonition that there was a volcano going to erupt. And I mean, I was having dinner with my husband. We were on a date and I just started crying and crying. I said, oh my God, all these people are going to die. And my husband was like, oh my goodness, Schamet, and then it happened the next day and this volcano had erupted and all these people did die. And I did feel like there's this energy that is building not only with fear, but with anger, and so I'm so happy that you're offering this meditation to help with that.
Thank you. And yeah, we had no idea. It came into my heart. And that's how it is with the goddess. She comes, she impulses my heart and, oh, I know, good idea. But I just to, put the foundation here, I was seeing at the beginning of this kind of pandemic, we entered into a grouping that gave prayers and went out and spoke to humanity to stay calm, that everything is going to be okay. And so the goddess gave me this meditation to offer. And I had a premonition of prophetic experience in which I was taken to Hawaii, to the Big Island, and I met Pele. And I was standing as she was, kind of moving her body in this black earth. And then she would rise up and look at me and she says, you will tell humanity that I am the new earth. That was back in the early 80s when people, like, we're the new earth people, And she says, I am the new earth and I will rise. There will be an island because, Kilauea has been expouting lava for, since that time, just right around that time. So any moment there's going to be, a new earth will rise up out of the sea. So she said, bring my children to me. And so I took people to Hawaii to see the lava flow. Wow. It's unbelievable. I flew across her caldera. And in that moment of flying across the caldera later, as I came back, I go, oh my gosh, these premonitions, they affect you, these nature forces. I took everything off as much as I could and I threw it in there. I was taking off gold and earrings and rings and, and one shall save them all, right? So I'm throwing these in there and it was wonderful. So, so volcano, she's telling me, so she came again and she said, bring the fear, gather the fear, and we can gather the anger. She said, give it to me. Give it to me. And she takes it into the fiery belly. She takes it into the fire. She transmutes it and gives it out in love. Right? So that's what we're going to do. And whenever you're ready, we can begin the meditation.
I am ready.
All right. So we're going to have you and everyone who's here with us to just take a moment to come into stillness. We're going to just offer you to close your eyes and allow yourself to feel yourself grounded here. Your body, feel the sit bones, your feet on the earth, and just in the state of relaxation. I'm going to close my eyes as well. So you're just going to feel the energy within your body and outside as one. We'll take a deep breath together, lifting the shoulders and release. Just letting the tension flow downward into the earth. Take another breath, lifting the shoulders and letting the energy flow downward into the earth. Allowing the energy now as you take this next breath, just allow it, just a soft breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And letting the breath go. And just being at peace in the heart. I'd like you to feel the light of the North Star. And just, we're going to bring one ray of light down through the crown. As it comes through the 8th chakra above the head, it comes down into the crown and lights up the mind. And as it lights up the mind, you can feel the radiant energies, these heavenly energies, moving negativity, anything out of your being, but allowing it to just come down the channel at the back of the neck, behind the throat, behind the third eye, behind the throat, down behind the heart, and keeping it going down the spine and letting it anchor into the sacrum. It splits into two. You feel this light now go down the legs, down the feet, and just allow this luminous light to anchor into the center of the earth. We've now brought heaven to earth. And the Mother Earth, the Gaia, Mother Gaia, she feels us as we touch her center. And we can feel the energy as she responds and sends the energy back up the cabling, back up that light, that luminous light, and into our heart. So we now sit between heaven and earth in peacefulness and calm. Taking a breath. We feel the radiance push into our auric field. And I'm just going to have us imagine turquoise light all around us, around our auric field. Just feel that turquoise light. And I'm going to rotate it counterclockwise. And this enables us to open the field to your higher wisdom and higher knowledge. I'm going to put golden speckles inside your beautiful auric field. You can imagine, because as we emote, we want it to transmute outwardly in the room, but we will be gathering energy in a moment. But right now, we're just grounding and centering and in love and blessings. We'll take another deep breath. And I'd like us just to tone for a minute to activate the love in the heart. We're going to tone the sound of awe because that is the sound of love. So taking a deep breath, we're going to tone awe. I'd like you to feel all of us together as one. I could feel each of you taking in this moment. It's a moment of healing. And so opening our heart's intent for this to be a beautiful meditation of healing. We're offering this moment in love. It is our truth. And we ask for this to be of the highest that's working, the highest illumination for all sentient beings and for ourselves. May this be healing. May this be joyous. May this be oneness for all, the highest good. So imagine now we're going to take our energy, we're going to feel ourselves sitting on the earth, and we can feel around the world. We're going to feel the fear and the terror, the anger and the misplaced judgments and confusion that is present today. We're going to feel the reversed consciousness of those who would want to cause harm, and the anxiety and mistrust of those who don't know quite what to do, what to believe, how to work with what's going on in the world. As we feel this energy, we have the divineness of the volcanoes, this nature force that is given to us to alleviate to bring to a place of giving all of the fear and mistrust and all the negativity. So take a moment now and choose your volcano. For me, I shall choose Pele. She loves me and she has been part of my life for many, many years, for over 40 years. So choosing your volcano, feel the energy as you just sense by going down into her, into the mana, into the molten lava. Find that place. And recognizing this is the place of transformation. This is where the fires of life meet the earth intelligence. So you have the fire and the earth together. And this is the place where we're going to gather the energies of negativity and we're going to bring them into this molten lava. So from your heart, we drop down to the power center. And your will has the ability to magnetize. So I want you to begin to feel your will go outside of your body and begin to gather, like scooping up fear. Let's just begin with your life. Scoop it up, and it's outside of your turquoise orb field. So it's not coming in, it's going out. You're scooping it up and you're gathering now in your neighborhood. Just feel it clinging to this magnetic energy field that you've created. And now going out to the town and all around, and keep going as much as you want to gather. And we're going to move this energy into the volcano. You can just drop it at the top, or you can take it and let it go all the way down. But you see it going into the lava. Scoop another, and we're going to continue to do this as we go. So, I'm going to scoop that in our negativity. I'm just feeling that negative moving now. I have no fear. Taking negativity, feeling it, just scooping it and dropping it into the volcano, goddess of light. Is it Kilimanjaro? Is it volcanoes of Iceland? Yellowstone. I know all the volcanoes. I give all the negativity. She just gathers it for me. Feeling all the negative, all the fear, all the confusion. And just seeing it flowing now, just flowing on its own. You can let go with your power chakra and just seeing it drawing itself down into the volcano. Anane, anane, anano. Yeah, 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 ayo. Yeah, 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 ayo. Yeah, yeah, ayo. Yeah, yeah, ayo. We'll take a moment, silent, and experience the forces of nature transmuting fear. Feeling as we take a deep breath, feeling how good it feels to have contributed to alleviating some of this energy. And the nature forces, she says, the goddess of the lava flow, she's grateful because we're assisting her, assisting the earth and humanity. Transmuted, we see it now moving upward as energy, white, pure white energy. She gives it back to us in pure love, and we see it flowing over the land and around the earth, flowing white, pure white light, given back to us to use again in a good way, whichever way we wish. But now we see it flowing over our mountains and our hills, over our towns. It's covering the earth completely, immersing the earth in this light energy field. And I love the light energy field because it allows the higher intelligence to interact with earth. And we ask in our prayer, as this energy goes down deep in the earth, we see it moving through the crust, moving down to the roots, moving down, down, down into the center of the earth. Mm-hmm. And entering the crystalline core where the codes are, the sacred codes of Mother Gaia. We are now in the center core, feeling your consciousness there. You are in the center core. You feel it, you know it. I'm going to take a moment and just do some prayers. You can silently do your prayer. You could do it out loud, whatever you wish. Oh, great Mother Gaia, we pray for those upon the earth. We ask for the settling of the pandemic, the resonant frequency sound that shuts it down. Say your prayer. And so we ask that our prayers be answered only in the highest good for all sentient beings and for the all. And you can leave one love drop in the center of earth. From your heart, let the golden and pink light of love leave one love drop. And as you leave this love drop, we rise now up to the white light again, up to the surface, and we feel the energy as we come back to our bodies. Come back into your body, feeling the energy of the white light raise to the top of the atmosphere of earth. Cooling, soothing, opening the intelligence of the mind, awakening the answers and calling in the knowing, accessing the knowing to give us the answers to our dilemma. And in the blessings of all volcanoes is the rainbow. And so feeling the rainbow surrounding the earth, the glory of the rainbow of all the color spectrums, which gives us all the answers in the photonic light particles. They're there, and we seal the earth for the next 28 days of the moon cycle, because we're at the new moon to new moon. Let's just feel that rainbow light all around the earth. And now bringing your consciousness back to your body, your awareness that you're in your body, all together. Done a great working. May it be for all time, the love and the grace that we have given this moment. May it be for the benefit of all sentient beings, for the all. And so bringing your hands into prayer above, at your heart level and bowing your energy forward, we release the energy of love and grace. Opening your hands, we send the energy out into the world. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. And we thank you.
That was beautiful.
Yes. Thank you. And please share. This is a good meditation.
Yeah. That was beautiful. Oh, got all teary.
Me too. Yeah. We know the grace is there when the tears are there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. I usually my eyes leak when I channel and when I feel the presence.
That's right. The presence is here. Thank you, Mother Goddess, for giving us this meditation. Thank you for the opportunity to be present with you. Yeah.
Thank you, Celestine. Thank you so much.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.